I just accidentally pushed Alt, so
Oh, there we go.
I had Duke
Whoops.
Nukem yell at me.
Microphone muted.
Sound
For
mute,
those
sound resumed.
Microphone activated. Let's kick some ass.
But for those who don't know, the TeamSpeak guy sounds like Duke Nukem.
Oh, they just heard it. They heard it in full.
Okay.
So,
Members of the notes.
okay, so we got a scratch with Mortar Carronade on the right and Mortar Gat on the left. With an Artemis up front on the Flying Jellyfish, we have a Carronade Goldfish with Flower on the left, Flamer on the right. Moving on to the She Who Thirsts, we have the dual Hades build with a Banshee Artemis on the left. Interesting choice out of Byron. Usually you see him with that Banshee complementing the Hades. Moving on to the Gents Pagoda, we have the Flak Lumberjack Merc left side, Hotchick Carronade on the right, and a Flare at the back. And we have us a game.
Yes, we do. She who is thirsty, she who is a bit parched, coming around the side of the ribs here.
Do you get that reference? The She Who Thirsts?
Oh, what is it from again?
It's Kanye West.
Kanye
Mercy.
West. Oh, okay. I don't listen to hip hop. Uh, well, I mean, I don't. I
Them
don't
kids in
listen
their hip hop.
I don't listen to modern hip hop. I prefer kind of 80s, 90s kind of hip hop. You know, Big Will style. Parents just don't understand. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
You were
Anyway, moving on from this completely irrelevant discussion, She Who First is firing the Hades cannon to no effect onto these ribs, while a Scratch takes up a position behind this wrecked tanker here.
And now we have a lull in the battle. She Who Thirsts now has to rely on two very good gunners, I would say, to be landing those Hades shots. Timmy B and Kalen.
You gotta love how bloody versatile She Who Thirsts is. I mean, it can fire basically long range with its front guns, and it can fire, with a little bit of adjustment, it can fire short range with its front guns. It doesn't have to waste time switching sides.
Indeed. And the amount of fire stacks that Hades puts down on the balloon adds a lot of pressure, complementing that lumberjack fairly nicely. Helping translate a little bit of that lumberjack damage down into the hull.
There is a reason the gents got to the finals of the COGS tournament, and they've got to the semi-finals of the Anvalan conflict, which you can see a little bit later.
At 7 p.m. EDT.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like Red Team are just trying to decide what to do at this point. Gents Pagoda and She Who Thirsts starting to rein in a little bit low. A lot of it low. Well, there's K. There's the one
wide.
you can tell which gunner is used to firing the Hades, and the other one who's like, I don't know what I'm doing right now, and aiming way too low.
How do I shotgun? Oh, he's finally landing 3 shots in a row there. Causing a bit of fire damage, nothing substantial though. Now, I know the gents in their current iteration. They're gonna just sit right there. They're gonna think, yep, this is a nice spot. The camp gonna roll out the picnic basket. Gonna settle down on the grass, have a nice picnic.
Nice glass of wine.
Yep.
With some Hades fire cannons.
Yep.
Into your face.
Focus going down here. She Who First firing, changing his mind and firing on a Scratch now. As Gents Pagoda, the focus fires all over the place right now.
Big Watcher Burst going all sorts
Pagoda's
of wide.
firing his short-range sides, but the flying jellyfish has managed to get over on him. Is going to be blending him down.
Scratch is not
She
taking a
first.
lot of damage from that Hades. He does not, in fact, care about that Hades at all.
Well, if you
at that
you
range.
get close enough
Yeah.
and start circle strafing him, there's basically fuck all you can do. Flying jellyfish. Oh, brilliant! Bifector of the heavy carronade and the flamer just gives it that little extra destructive power.
Lighting
Oh,
that
and I
balloon
think-
on fire. I like how you only lit two
Oh,
components
beautiful,
on fire.
beautiful play from the flying
Gat
jellyfish.
raining in from a Scratch.
She Who First, though, God, that's the thing about the She Who First. As soon as it spawns, it can pretty much already start firing while
like
closing the distance.
Well, I feel like if you're gonna go, the Hades is kind of harder to shoot Merc cannon that has nicer arcs.
And does lots of fire damage. Oh, She Who First took a bump off the terrain, and that may have sealed his fate.
And he's
She Who
just
First
gonna
gonna
go
try and
right
thread
through.
the needle between a Scratch and a flying jellyfish. However, it's not really going to matter very much.
As his engines start taking damage from.
Takes the carronade, takes the mortar. Gents Pagoda
Ooh,
is
big
far too
hit.
far away to assist, and he dies. Could be a quick win for the Glowwater Thralls here. Oh, She Who First getting horrific spawn. Oh, good God Almighty! They've had on him spotted almost immediately. No, there's nothing Gents Pagoda can do.
I think
as long as
next
the
game we'll
Scratch-
see a transition back to that Banshee on the She Who Thirsts.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will.
'Cause it helps keep up the DPS even in short range as they try and back.
Oh, but She Who First managing to escape, returning to its ally. Good flying there.
Nice watch
Actually
up
landing.
onto the
Ooh, very
flying
good.
jellyfish.
Precise, taking out that, well, taking out the flamethrower, not the carronade, which is what they wanted to take out. Anyway, Gents Pagoda propping Drogue Chute, slowing his descent.
She Who Thirsts gonna be letting the Galleon start tanking the damage. I don't know how I feel about this either. A lot of that watch burst going wide.
Oh, yeah,
Hades
those
just
Hades
raining
are
in.
just not doing what they need to be doing as the Gents Pagoda takes a horrific amount of focus fire and damage.
And this really shows you how much a Banshee contributes to that Banshee Hades build.
Yes, it does, Papa Paradox. Gents Pagoda goes down. Going downtown.
Scratch now having to fly
However-
over the scrap.
Oh my god. Scratch is bare. I mean, you know, it's taken, it's put a few fires, but it's barely taken any real substantial damage. That Hades isn't doing what it said on the tin. Oh, and now She Who First switching fire to a flying jellyfish. I don't know why. It's not going to matter. I definitely think the Gents are going to change their build when I believe they are about to lose this game, barring some kind of a miracle. She Who First goes for the ram on a Scratch and gets the ram, getting his balloon down. But he's not going
And
to be
that
able to
mortar's
escape.
raining in. Jellyfish needs to help cut off his exit, shoot his engines with shatter damage, anything. Just to keep him from
She Who
running away.
First taking a bounce. Oh, this could be the end here. They think it's all over.
Consistent fire, and one more.
They've
There we go.
It is now. There we go. Okay, well, a swift victory. The first game of the series for the Glowwater Thralls. I think I know a certain gentleman who's going to be changing his build.
How can
Yeah,
you
I
watch
just-
that drivel? Ew.
I like to give informative facts about everything from American
About British
politics
pop
to
culture.
British pop culture. I'm informative and witty. Occasionally, I even talk about Guns of Icarus. Okay. Battle on the Dunes.
Read the Skype chat, Brick.
Skype chat.
I'll run through the builds while you're doing that. So we have a Scratch with Mortar Gat on the left, with Mortar carronade on the right. I'm literally the worst at this. With Artemis up front, Flying Jellyfish has a carronade up front, flare on the left, and a flamer on the right. She Who Thirsts, aka Lamborghini Mercy, not opting to change their front guns. Dual Hades up front with Merc Cannon Artemis on the left. And the Gents Pagoda with their typical Hwacha carronade right side, Flak Lumberjack, Merc on the left, and a flare at the back.
Oh my god,
already
look at
fire's
Flying
going
Jellyfish
down.
charging in like a crazy Batman straight out of hell. What the fuck are you doing, Flying Jellyfish? Ah!
And then he flies right past, not getting the ram, staying perfect Hwacha carronade arcs, getting Hades.
Oh my god! That was a total fiasco! It really was! Oh, maybe not, but... No, it was a total fiasco, alright? Flying Jellyfish just basically walking into Hades here in more senses than one. But a scratch has come in, firing on the Gents Pagoda to little effect so far.
And he might
Flying
end up
Jellyfish
ramming.
is down.
Oh,
I
just
have
coasting.
no idea what the hell a Flying Jellyfish was doing there.
I don't think any of us do.
Now a scratch. Ooh, some very nice circle strafing, getting the armor down if he can just time the mortars, but there's no mortars to be found.
As he ends up inadvertently
no.
body blocking for his teammate.
Right, there we go. Now it's time for the mortars. There we go.
Mortars raining in, chipping him away, and the armor just back up in time.
Oh, beautiful flying by Crawford Sturdy here, using the Gents Pagoda to body block the fire from the She Who Firsts, making it a one-on-one fight. Oh, beautiful flying. I'm always impressed by Crawford Sturdy whenever he's flying.
I mean, fly into the long range side, keep him perfectly so he's blocking his allies' arcs.
Yeah, blocking is using using your enemy, an enemy ship against another, using an enemy ship for cover, basically. Just brilliant. Anyway, a scratch now, gonna one-on-one with She Who First if he can get inside that arming time. Now Flying Jellyfish is back in. Just because of that great flying, they've managed to turn things around for the Glowwater Thralls here.
Gents Pagoda is spawning very far behind. Even if he turned his arcs, he would have a lot of trouble trying to place shots on the red team. So it's going to be a fiasco 2v1 after that debacle towards the end of the last engagement.
You First's balloon is down, armor's down, the mortars not hooking in. Oh, but Flying Jellyfish is taking a lot of damage at long range.
And that lumberjack just missing, just coasting
a couple
over
mortars
on the
will
front.
do the trick. Oh, there we go. Okay, Gents Pagoda, long range firing here. Flying Jellyfish's armor is taken out, but little damage done to the permahull.
I binded my elevate button right beside the one that queues up the health bars.
Oh, Papa Paradox, you funny little munchkin. And now the Flying Jellyfish being blended down. Oh, just going right into the short range side. However, not taking too much damage. Managing to rise above that Hwacha fire. Now a scratch and Flying Jellyfish have the Gents Pagoda 2-on-1. Can they take advantage before She Who First turns to the combat? Or is She Who First going to just leave his ally to for dead? We'll have to find out.
I mean,
Gents Pagoda's
potentially he
balloon
can
is
start
down.
laying fire on from there, but it's how effective that is.
He'd reveal his position for one thing.
So you think they're going to go for a tactical feed there and Sheathur's just going to sit back and wait?
Well, it looks like that's what they're doing. She First certainly doesn't seem to be moving. You First just thinking, no, you have fun dying over there. I'm just going to...
He's yelling over
gonna
voice
chill.
comms and Byron's just like, shh, shh.
Yeah, I mean, Feast is like, help me! Help me! And Byron's like, die! Long live the king!
Embrace it.
Anyway, yes. Okay, I mean, the Gents Pagoda's been alive for a surprisingly long time here. I feel like it's almost as if the Glowwaters are just toying with him. They're waiting for the other ship to come in for the meat grind, but it's just not happening.
Oh, I am like, there we go. I mean,
No, it's not going to happen. They're not going to lure them into a meat grind. No. And Gents Pagoda goes down.
notice that when I start streaming, there's like these kind of, it creates in-game latency. So like the ships will like pause for a minute, and then the actions will like really quickly speed up and catch up.
No, disastrous spawn for Gents Pagoda.
Not spotted yet, but flying jellyfish might be able to see him if he keeps backing up. You can see like just
soon
his
as
tail there.
If a spot goes down on either of the gentlemen's ships,
Well, and they're both
the
turning to
Gent's going to be
face.
in terrible trouble. It looks to me like She First is going to try and do some Sam Fisher shit here, sneak behind the ribs, past the clouds, might be able to join ally without being noticed. If the Thralls are just going to sort of sit there and sort of scratch their chins. Oh, but a Gents Pagoda has been spotted.
Jeez, there
Are
should
the
be cutting
Glowwaters
right
gonna
across
charge
this
in?
lane. Why are you going on that side? No.
Why is She
Jimmy,
First
no.
flying in the opposite direction? I don't know. No. Oh, I guess they're trying to meet up further away, perhaps. Might give them the advantage. Yeah, this might not be a bad idea. They just might have said, we'll meet up E4. Now She Who First's turning around.
They're going to be fighting on the edge of a dust cloud, and if Gents
No,
Pagoda's
time to-
balloon gets
Pagoda-
damaged at all, he's going to
Pagoda,
be
time to
descending
turn
into
your short range side. What are you doing, Pagoda? Well,
He's picking his short range side.
he's taking his bloody time, isn't he? Flying jellyfish coming in. She First's not doing that much damage without help from its ally. There
Nice,
we go.
Watcha. Looks like she's
Watchers,
switching
taking out the
targets.
balloon, taking out the hull armor. Scratch coming in behind, but She Who First has just baited in the jellyfish right through that short range side of the galleon.
I remember watching.
Oh, with the... Oh, Watcher goes wide. Long range gap mortar for... Oh, yeah, that was a mistake, I feel, from a Scratch.
I remember seeing Byron take that dual Hades in a 3v3 match the other day. And once you get that armor down, it's just like very slowly chipping away at your
Scratch
perma
trying to
hull.
retreat. Oh, taking a few Watcher shots there. Just the guns taken out, though, not the engines. May be able to get away. It's all going to depend where his ally spawns. Not a bad spawn for Flying Jellyfish if he just gets back in there quickly.
It's on the other side of a dust cloud, so you can make the most out of this and try to
Yep.
put as much distance in between him and them.
He is spotted right now, but he might be about to. They might be about to drop that. Oh no! There's a flare. It's going to be difficult to drop the spot.
Like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hard. Drop it like it's hard.
I don't listen
Oh,
to hip hop, he
it's-
says.
Flying Jellyfish coming back in. Now Scratch is deciding to fight and say, "Come on, you bastard! Let's have a fight." Because Scratch is a drunken Irishman for some reason. Gents Pagoda taking a lot of damage. Popping drone shoot to compensate for its broken balloon. Fire going down on the Gents Pagoda. Gents Pagoda taking a lot of damage. She First is being zoned out by this piece of debris here. Oh,
Nothing
beautiful,
but hull
beautiful
armor.
flying.
He's getting absolutely murked.
Oh,
Flying
beautiful
jellyfish
flying by Glowwater Thralls.
Getting hit by Hades, but all in vain, as the main damage dealer in the blue team is now dead.
Hades. Well, yeah. The only one left in the field of combat has, Hades. Okay, but the Gents Pagoda is being within range to support. The jellyfish is not finishing. The jellyfish and the Scratch is not finishing off She Who First fast enough. It's difficult to chase because it's a junker chasing a Pyramidion. Even though it's going backwards, it's hard to keep chasing worth your slower speed, and you're having to turn your broadside to fight. Flying Jellyfish needs to moonshine needs to do something here before the Gents Pagoda comes in, makes it a fair fight again. And the Gents Pagoda has got in.
And he's got a short range sight on the jellyfish.
Oh,
Catching the
solid
engines,
hits.
but only
Solid
disabling
hits.
one.
Staggered Watcher Fire. Oof.
There goes
Ooh,
the
that's
other
nasty.
one.
You see, he fired one burst, then another burst, then a third burst. Just make absolutely sure they're all accurate. Flying Jellyfish taking a lot of damage.
Oh, bad ram off there, throwing those Watcher. Last bit of that
Scratch
Watcher.
needs to try and pull the same trick that it did at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, get on its
Oh,
long range side.
Flying Jellyfish taking a lot of damage. Gents Pagoda taking some damage too. Balloons down.
Oh,
Armor's
and then
down.
he lost arcs.
Oh, but the Jellyfish tried to supplement with a little bit of flame, but it was all in vain. That rhymed. The Jellyfish managed to get its armor back up. Gents Pagoda taking damage.
Flying Jellyfish is just hanging on here.
Oh, the
Like,
armor's down.
just-
Some more mortars will do the trick. Jellyfish
They need that
managing to tag
explosive
long enough for a
complement.
scratch to do the damage to Gents Pagoda. Oh, but Flying Jellyfish taking a lot of damage.
Now it's a race
Oh, it's
of
gonna be a
who
close
dies
one.
first.
Oh, it's a base race. In
Is
Guns
the
of
definition.
Icarus. Now switching
now they're
targets
looking
to Sheehy
here.
first.
Oh, big regret
might
there.
have been a terrible mistake. Oh, Scratch just took a horrific amount of damage. I feel the Scratch should have focused on zoning out the guns of the Gents Pagoda, tried to finish him off. But now he's trying to finish him off right now. He's firing the Gat, he's firing the mortar in a last-ditch attempt. Oh, and he's got the
One
Tomahawk
last
down to
kill.
the sliver.
One last kill.
Oh, it's down to the wire here.
If it's something
Gents
I've learned
Pagoda.
today, it's that gents can definitely come back from behind.
Mm-hmm.
This game exemplifying that.
And
Nope.
Glowwater Thralls will spawn miles away.
Yeah. They need to regroup.
Well, Flying Jellyfish, Scratch, gonna have to jump, run back into each other's arms.
And now they're gonna kind of do a lazy circle around the map, trying to scope them out. Seeing that they didn't get some weird spawn on their side of the map, that can sometimes occur. Which I believe probably would have sealed Red's fate if they spawned on this side of the map.
Well, it looks to me like the gents are gonna set up camp in the corner of the map. Time for tea, desert tea.
And when isn't it time for desert tea? I believe that's a better question.
When you're not in the desert, maybe?
No, you gotta hydrate.
Well, I know, but I mean, maybe you wouldn't want to drink a hot drink when you're in the desert. Maybe you want
No.
to drink a cold drink.
I heard that it's a
No.
good idea to do that, actually. Because it raises your inner body temperature, which makes the outside seem colder. Or something along those lines. It could be complete
Could
bollocks.
be complete bullshit. Bollocks. Bullocks. Sandra Bullocks. Anyway.
I like how that's where you took it.
Well, you were pronouncing it like Sandra Bullock for some bizarre reason.
Because I'm not British, Brick.
Oh my god, you're not British. Okay.
When did I turn into a... When did you turn into a adolescent cheerleading female?
Only in my wildest dreams. Anyway. Scratch, Flying Jellyfish taking the long way around here, which is forcing us to kill time with inane and pointless commentary. She Who First, Gents Pagoda taking up a good position here. Maybe She Who First actually gets some sniping done, because She Who First has got absolute naff all. Nafsul sniping done.
What does that mean?
Naful means just one.
Not at. Oh,
Only
okay.
not a lot.
Yeah.
Got butt kiss. Well, bub kiss, I think. Goes. Scratch has been spotted here. Oh, he's going to go into the dust cloud, but the gents know he's there now. Blind firing at the Scratch. Oh, that is some long range. That's some seriously long range fire.
Keeping it at about 2k.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad, I guess. Yeah, Lumberjack's hitting its limit.
Yep.
That must have been a comforting sign for the red team. Oh, look, we're at their, I don't know what, the gun limit? Range limit? There we go.
Yep. Oh, Lumberjack flying out and, yes, exploding before it can make contact.
Flak's moving a bit farther. I'm having troubles distinguishing which one is Flak, which one is Lumberjack.
Yeah, me too. Well, the Lumberjack will arc a bit more, I'd imagine. The Scratch going high up. High up. Into the sky. But he has been spotted. Oh dear, Scratch, you've been busted.
Junker with a nice big balloon.
I mean,
The gents
again,
are salivating.
it's a Pulp Fiction-esque miracle here, as almost every shot missed a Scratch, continuing to miss a Scratch.
Yep,
Jellyfish
this gun is
coming
having
in.
a little bit of troubles with those Hades. But man, the gunning on the galleon is almost perfect as they are, you know, straight head-on running into this engagement.
Well, they're trying to Artemis out the Gents Pagoda's guns. No success thus far, but they've set some fires at least. That's
They were having a nice day, but this cloud is going to start rolling in here.
Oh, but Flying Jellyfish
Obscuring
taking a
views.
devastating amount of damage. The balloon's down, the hull was down. The hull's going to go down again in a moment. Flying Jellyfish has got to tank this somehow. Oh, but he's taking lots of damage. He's inside the arming time. He's going to take lots of damage from the G first. He's got to get that armor back up before he collides with the Sea Skoda.
Oh, bad ram, and then the whole Brick's dreams are crushed in the form of an absent watch a burst on the flying jellyfish.
Oh, Gents Pagoda's balloon is down, but Flying Jellyfish's armor is also down. It's just who's going to go down
Needs
first.
to get that watch a burst in there, bouncing off the
Gents
ground.
Pagoda's down, the armor is down, and the jellyfish as well. Ah! Oh, God, this is so close.
And he's gonna ram it.
Oh my God, it's so close. Oh, the Glowwaters have done it. You talk about close matches. That was probably the closest match I've ever seen in my life. Oh,
I love that, like, love tap as it's like two guys who are like just being crippled on the ground, like crawling
oh,
and going to hit each other one last time.
I'm sorry for sounding like some sort of rabid parrot there at the end, but I've never seen a game quite that close before, really down to the wire. One more shot and the Goldfish would have killed it and would have won it for the Gents.